am so excited to share with you where we found this fabulous bounty. We are here with Allison Whiteman, the lead floral designer and buyer for Rogers Gardens in Corona Del Mar. And Allison is going to take us through a whole storyline of seasonal flowers, how to use them at home, and then she's actually going to do a demo for us, something I know personally. Flower arranging has just always been a love, but I never feel like I do it as well as you. So
can I just echo that? The only thing I know about flower arranging is I've heard triangles. That's the only thing I know.
Yes, lots of triangles, asymmetrical, but you can also do a very organic too, loose and pretty.
This just looks like you would just walk out to your garden and it would happen, but I know it doesn't work that way.
That's the goal, and that's kind of the story for this one as well. This is a very traditional Rogers Garden style arrangement. So we have it in this really fun kind of farmhousey white pitcher, and then
cute.
lots and lots of garden flowers in there. We have the kale up here, and then we have some spirea down here, and the spirea is super seasonal right now, as well as the astilbe that's here, and that was in Megan's bouquet, if anyone was watching the wedding the other day.
Yes, I was, and yes, it was so beautiful, and my husband was like, "You're not watching again, are you?" And then he goes on like secretly on his phone.
It was just stunning.
It was so
Everything
stunning.
was so
And
pretty.
it was so simple and elegant,
Yes.
but I could eat this.
I was just gonna say that, like it's a salad.
Ornamental kale,
Yes.
yeah. I may not suggest it, but you could definitely use some of the other things that we have here.
This is so
in your
beautiful.
kitchen.
I didn't know kale looked like this.
It's so cool. I love all the
really
veins, and
pretty.
it really gets the two tones. Sometimes it comes in a purple as well, like a green to purple, so you can kind of get some cooler tones too. But I'm just in love with those.
Oh, it looks
So I know
so
the
pretty.
theory is that it should look undone. It's kind
Yes,
of, it's
arranged, unarranged.
arranged chaos,
Yes.
right? And kind of like my hair, like arranged chaos.
So you try to do
how
some
you do
groupings.
that?
So down here we kind of have some groupings of the viburnum here, and then to balance it out we have the white hydrangeas on the other side too. And then what's really cool is those tulips that I kind of have clustered up there, they will grow. Yeah, they have cells in them that keep them growing after you cut them.
wow.
Yeah. So what's really fun about that is as they grow, it's going to look like kind of water pouring out of the pitcher.
Oh my gosh! It's
my
art.
goodness.
It's art.
It is art. It's floral
Wow,
art,
that's
no
beautiful.
doubt. And when it's in your home, it's absolutely an art installation.
Absolutely, and it's really neat to see like that this is something that will last for a little while, right?
Yes, that one should last for a while, especially because the tulips will keep growing. What's really nice about that is they'll open so pretty. Kind of people, I think, want to keep them tighter, but the more they open, you can really see all the things that are going on inside. And they open so pretty.
really, really pretty.
And that'll be the
What
same
about
as
this
we
one?
trend into this one. So this is a more Navajo desert-inspired kind of trend that we're seeing a lot of now. Think like Palm Springs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Is
know,
that
that's
because
getting
it's
into
low,
summertime.
or is
For a
it-
couple different reasons. Kind of using a lot of the ceramic textures, very kind of desert tones. You have the off-white here, kind of peachy. Lots of
These are spectacular.
They're
Aren't they
Aramaris.
amazing? Aramaris is what they're called.
Yeah, so they're I love the way down here they have like a peachy color.
Yeah,
and
that's
trend
amazing.
into the rest of the arrangement as well. Really kind of long, flowing, a lot of different things
even
going
a
on,
berry.
textures. Those are rose hips.
Wow.
Yeah, so again, those could be cut right from your garden. I know that's part of what we're talking about today. So things that you can cut from your garden. So I have the columbine up here, kind of wispy. Again, this is Queen Anne's lace or chocolate lace there, and these are blooming thistle. And I thought these were so
Those are
amazing.
really cool. They add a
So you
lot
can
of
take
texture.
something and just kind of pop it right into little
Yeah, that's
containers
cool.
there. And
Oh
again,
my
with
goodness.
the tulips here, these are parrot tulips. And again, these when they open,
So gorgeous.
so amazing.
Yeah, that's really
So you can
pretty.
just
Oh,
kind
is that
of
what the
stick.
little
nice and
onesie
bright.
vases are
Yep,
there
you just
for?
kind of stick them like that, and they can just go
That's
right down a long
cute.
table. So you'd have your main
Wow.
arrangement in the middle, and then you kind of pop a few satellites down the table, so
It's
that
like
everyone
the
feels
mama
like they
duck
have
with their
something.
ducklings.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love
Wow.
that. Really
okay.
pretty.
What else do we have here?
This is our foraged floral piece. This is going to be the one that I'm making at the end. So maybe
Okay.
we'll switch
Yeah,
on
let's
down
go
to
over
this
to
one.
the
Sure. This one is really fun.
What?
So this trend is our kind of black and white reimagined. So it has a lot of the mod Art Deco, again with our Geo little vase down there as well. With gold brass accents to kind of give that pop. So what I did in here is I used some of these larger artichokes. I know you were talking about that
Well,
before.
thank you for not saying I was like so like flower illiterate, but I am. I know. I'm like, are those succulents? And you're like, No.
Artichokes.
They're very kind.
Yeah.
She was very
I maybe
very
wouldn't
kind.
suggest eating these, but you know, they're fun to look at and they do kind of bring that gardeny feel
Are they
into the
edible?
house.
I mean, are they not?
They are, yeah,
edible?
so I wouldn't suggest eating them, but
Okay,
they're fun to look at, and what's nice about them is they'll last for a long time, so even if you had a bowl, you could do something like the artichokes and the kale all together
neat.
would just be really nice. Again,
That
if you
would
wanted to
be
use this
amazing.
bowl, you know, if you wanted something a little more compact and more stylized, take out all this stuff and you could put kind of a more compact pave style with just the artichokes and the kale.
That sounds very
Yeah.
pretty.
Tell me,
just like
pave
that.
style. What does that mean?
That's maybe more compact. So kind of think something like this, kind of all the blooms really
Got
tight
it,
together,
got it.
more uniform, kind of ball shape, a little more traditional.
Okay, got it.
Beautiful.
Super
And then we have the fountain grass up here for some really tall height, which is
Yeah,
fun.
that's gorgeous.
And the fritillaria, which is spring blooms. So those are
Now,
fun
would
as well.
people grow those in their garden? Is that
The fountain grass for sure. And then what else do we have over here? The jasmine in here that we'll talk about, we can definitely grow that. These are oak leaf hydrangeas. You can grow those in your garden as well. Sunflowers, mint, the Dusty
So,
Miller,
yeah.
all that stuff you
Fabulous.
can grow in your garden.
That's amazing.
so? You're going to reimagine this one for us. We're still imagining. So
I know.
you're also reimagining. Let's
I'm
see
like, I
what
think that
becomes.
actually looks
Sure.
really good.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
So we'll
we can
slide
slide
these
it.
things down and then we can kind of show you how it's going to go. So I
Okay.
figured you could kind of see the finished product and then I can take it apart and you can kind of see how I put it together.
I like that. That's
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
So this is what we have here, and then it's just a simple vase. I don't have any wire tape or
Okay,
anything
just
like that in
water.
there.
Okay, that's nice.
We're here to vouch. Just water.
Only water.
So what I like
You
to
too
start
can do
with,
this at home.
Exactly, it is. Once you gotta get the basics down and how to use, I really like to use the flowers to grid, so that you're using the flower stems to hold everything in the container.
Okay.
Okay.
So we did bring some
extra
different
reinforcements.
So this is the oak leaf hydrangea. So again, you could plant this right in your yard, and when
Wow.
it's blooming, you could use the foliage and the flowers
Wow,
right
that's
in there.
really,
that's
really
So
cool.
that's what I did for that.
Okay.
And we've got, so I'm gonna start and I kind of base them in there like that.
I love that you've got mint in there because
The
I would
mint
just
it
is
smells
so
so good,
wonderful.
doesn't it? Yeah.
And so again, going with our arranged, unarranged theme, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect or the same every time. You know, your arrangement is going to be different than your arrangement because you have different styles. You know,
That's true.
Your house might be more modern, yours might be more, farmhouse kind of country style. So everyone has a little bit different flair. And then these are Rex Begonia leaves. I cut these off
Those are
of-
amazing.
That's
Yeah, so these were cut from plants as well.
Wow.
So these are nice, feel them, they're nice and stiff, so they'll kind of last for
I
a
think
while.
people don't think about that.
There's
Cutting
so
the-
many
cutting
things
the
you have
leaf.
just right in your garden.
Yeah, that is
the
amazing.
astilbe, poppies, you can cut the poppies. Cottage yarrow right now is out everywhere and it comes in so many pretty colors.
So I think we think a lot about cutting the flowers, but we don't think about
Forget
cutting
about
the
the
grasses
leaves.
and
Yeah, and that to me is one of the best things. So I have
That's
all
true.
this mint too. So give that a smell. You know, so that way
one of my favorite things on earth.
can make yourself a mojito
Exactly.
and then get going, you know?
Right, I can eat the kale out of there. I can drink out of this one. I've got a meal going.
Right?
It's Lauren's
I'm
24-hour
Covered.
kit.
I'm covered.
So I'm gonna kind of slide them in here. I put some in the back to kind of base that over here. And then you wanna kind of work in a diagonal pattern. So I've got some back here and then some over here in the front. And I'll put a couple more pieces. And I really use the whole stem. Like, see, that doesn't look super exciting. But when you kind of base it with the other ones and slide it in there.
Slide it in. And I see how you're like kind of going side to side, so it grids,
Yeah.
like you say.
Yeah, you want to kind of make almost like an X pattern. So you have some things going this way, it just kind of brings your eye, draws your eye through the piece.
And not matchy-matchy.
Exactly. Again, that arranged, unarranged select.
Interesting.
This is Dusty Miller, so again, you could have this growing in your garden also. Give that a cut, and it's nice because it has the silver foliage.
Yeah, that's
so
really pretty.
what it will do is help to blend the kind of crazy colors of the Rex
Yeah.
Begonia leaves in there.
Beautiful.
Kind of blend it with
that's
that.
cool.
And then these are sunflower pods.
But you took the leaves off.
I did. So what I did here,
She deconstructed the sunflower.
I
did.
did. So you kind of peel them back,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Just take them off.
and you can pull them right off.
That is so fun.
So it kind of gives you
Feels a little blasphemous, actually.
It does, but what's nice is it really lets you use all the parts of the flowers.
It's no longer a sunflower.
Right, it becomes something else. So now it becomes a pod. And what's cool about the pods is they look so stunning just in a vase by themselves, all the different, all the big pods together. Because some are really big, some are a little smaller.
Wow.
That's actually really, really cool.
Yeah, so once you can kind of take all the yellow out of there, and then it becomes a pod like this.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it really kind of goes with the natural greenery trend that's really happening right now.
Yeah.
So this one will kind of leave out.
So trends that you keep saying are arranged, unarranged. I'm going to use that one.
And that's really the best because it allows anity to be a floral designer.
Oh yeah, I'm going to definitely use that one in my. It's arranged, unarranged. That's my
so
style.
I'm doing
it's my natural style.
It's nice. Well, it's free. Kind of allows you everyone to be an artist.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the greenery, the natural greenery style is in. Is that what you said?
Yeah, and this is chocolate geranium. So that's going to kind of smell a little nice for you.
That does smell good.
So what I liked about making this piece is that everything kind of had a nice little bit of a smell to it,
Yeah.
So if you have it sitting
Makes it
in your
fresh.
sitting on your kitchen counter, putting it out on the table for guests, or they can kind of have a little bit of a nice aroma when they come in.
So how long would an arrangement like this last?
Something like this would probably last 5 days to a week. What's nice about it is you can kind of take things out as they pass by, and especially if it's in your garden, you can kind of always keep it going.
That's
Something
true.
Starts to kind of die out, you can just, again, like this, the leaves, the petals on it, not so great anymore, take them off.
Back
now you have
into
a
the
cool
compost
pod.
pile. Yeah.
And these are tassel ferns. I cut these off plants as well.
That's really cool.
So that kind of adds a little leafy texture back there.
So do you ever do arrangements for custom? I am so sorry. I've never been to Roger's Garden. I can't believe it. And I'm going next week, and I'm so excited. So can I go get a flower arrangement from you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So you can go right into our garden rooms, and there's wonderful staff there. The ladies are so great.
Amazing.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it is. It's really nice.
So they have the gift shop, they have the floral departments, all different departments. You're going to love it there. I call it Floral Fairyland. It's totally like you drop into this dream space. It's an oasis in the middle of the almost city.
Wow.
Around every corner.
That's
Something
amazing.
else new and amazing.
That's
It's really
amazing.
fun.
With a great restaurant, I hear.
The restaurant is great
Yes.
too. And they're doing fancy individual little gardens, different styles around.
Ooh,
Yeah, so you have like a little apartment. If you have like just an apartment, different things that you can do if you don't have a lot of space. And then we have like vegetable areas now. And then we have
Very seasonal. Everything
Oh,
that's you're going to love it. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to totally hook up with you guys when we're there.
Oh, absolutely.
But right now I want to let our viewers know how they can find you if they, like Amy, don't know you exist. Is it rogersgardens.com?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're in Corona Del Mar.
Perfect. Thank you,
So
Allison.
exciting.
Thank you so much for bringing all this beauty our way. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.